Om Namah Shivaya Thiruchitrambalam. In this video, I am going to share the information about Sri Veeratteswarar Temple, Thirukovilur. Actually, if you surf in the Google, you can find that this temple is located in Kirur or Kirayur, but don't bother about it because this temple is located in the Thirukovilur town. Actually, the Kirayur is a part of the town of Thirukovilur. So, from the Thirukovilur bus stand, you can reach this temple by bus because it is only 1.5 or nearly 2 kilometers away from the bus stand. The Lord Shiva name in this temple is Veeratteswarar, and goddess name is Sivanandavalli Periyanayagi. The temple tree of this temple is Bilvam, that is a wood apple tree, and Sarakondrai. Sarakondrai means a golden shower tree. So these are all the temple trees in this temple. It is believed that this is the birthplace for Chola king Arunmozhi the great Chola king Rajaraja Cholan. You know, most of the Chola kings are the adherent devotee of Lord Shiva. They followed the Saivism. The Rajaraja Chola is a very great king, and this temple is the birthplace for that king. And actually, in 8 Lord Shiva temples, we called Atta Veerattana Talangal, where our Lord Shiva killed the demons. He vanquished the evil things. In 8 places, they called Atta Veerattana Talangal. Atta means 8 Lord Shiva temples. Which shows the bravery of our Lord Shiva who killed the demons. So this temple is also one of the place. The other places are Thirukandiyur, Thiruvadigai, Keedaparasalur, Thiruvirkudi, Thiruvaluvur, Thirukorukai, and Thirukadayur. Thirukadayur, we know that it is a very famous for Lord Shiva temple, where Markandeya escaped from the death at his age of 16. Okay. In this Lord Shiva temple, our Lord Shiva killed the demon called Andagasura. Actually, one time our Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati, they played the game, a small game with dice. And while they were playing, every time our Goddess Parvati won the game, but playfully Lord Shiva denied that. So Goddess Parvati also playfully closed the eyes of Lord Shiva. And you know that it is the two eyes of the Lord Shiva is nothing but our sun and moon. So once the Goddess Parvati closed the eyes of Lord Shiva, the entire world plunged into the darkness. So this darkness formed in the a shape called Antagasura, a demon. So he made a rigorous penance against our Lord Shiva, and he got many divine power. With that divine power, he started to disturb the whatever the devas and rishis. So they went meet Lord Shiva in Kailasha and requested to give the solution for this issue, the problem. So Lord Shiva hit the Antagasura in order to save the good peoples. Our Lord Shiva, that is rishis and devas, our Lord Shiva hit the Antagasura by his trident on the head. So the bloods are oozed from the head of the Antagasura, and it surfaced on the earth. Once it is surfaced on the earth, in all the places where the blood stain is there, it becomes another a form of a demon like Andagasuras. So many Andagasuras are emerged from the bloods and they started to fight with the Lord Shiva. Our Lord Shiva also formed many Bhairavas and he started to fight with the Andagasuras. So, in order to stop the reproduction of the Andagasura, our goddess Parvati started to collect the blood which is oozing out from the head of the Andagasura in the bowl. But the blood already, surfaced on the earth in the form of, 8 horizontal line and 8 vertical lines. It forms 64 squares and 64 Andagasuras. They started to emerge from the squares. So our Lord Shiva also took in the form of Bhairava, 64 Bhairavas, and he stopped the demons. And during this fight, our Lord Shiva started to sweat profusely because it was a very very huge fight, and these Andagasura reproduced himself from the bloods. So it is a very a very long fight. So our Lord Shiva started to profuse sweating, and this sweating form took a form of Vastu Purusha. So nowadays we are building our house and we are seeing the Vastu, and this Vastu Purusha, this tradition emerged from this temple. Actually, the Antakasura is representing the darkness, and we can call that as our ignorance. So, if you go and worship Lord Shiva in this temple, and our Lord Shiva will shoo away or remove our ignorance, and he shows a righteous path for our life. Om Namah Shivaya. Tiruchitrambalam.